Clovis man sentenced to over 11 years in prison for attempted online coercion of a child. Paul Joseph Espinosa, a 56-year-old man from Clovis, California, has been sentenced to a significant prison term. The sentence, totaling 11 years and 3 months, was handed down for his conviction on charges of attempted online coercion of a child. Following his imprisonment, Espinosa will also be subject to 10 years of supervised release. The announcement of the sentencing was made by U.S. Attorney Phillip A. Talbert. This case underscores the serious consequences of online child exploitation and the commitment of law enforcement to combating such crimes. The details of Espinosa's actions reveal a disturbing pattern of behavior. Give a like and subscribe. Leave a comment. The investigation revealed that Espinosa initiated contact with an individual in May 2021. This initial contact was made through the social media platform Instagram. Unbeknownst to Espinosa, the individual he was communicating with was actually an undercover agent. The undercover agent was posing as a 15-year-old child. Crucially, the agent explicitly informed Espinosa of this purported age during their online interactions. Despite this knowledge, Espinosa persisted in his communication with the agent. The communication between Espinosa and the undercover agent was extensive. It included numerous direct messages exchanged through the Instagram platform. Furthermore, they engaged in multiple audio calls via Instagram. During these communications, Espinosa made several disturbing requests. He repeatedly asked the agent for sexually explicit pictures. He also persistently attempted to arrange a physical meeting with the purported minor. Espinosa proposed specific activities for this potential meeting. These included cuddling and enjoying each other's company. In addition to these requests, Espinosa also sent sexually explicit photos of other females to the undercover agent. On June 26, 2021, Espinosa traveled from his home in Clovis to Fresno, California. His intention was to meet the individual he believed to be a 15-year-old for sexual activity. Upon his arrival in Fresno, Espinosa was promptly arrested by law enforcement. Following his arrest, Espinosa faced legal proceedings. He ultimately pleaded guilty to the charge of attempted online coercion of a child on September 25, 2023. This guilty plea paved the way for his sentencing. The investigation into Espinosa's activities was spearheaded by Homeland Security investigations. They received crucial assistance from the Fresno Police Department. The Fresno County District Attorney's Office also provided support during the investigation. The prosecution of the case was handled by Assistant U.S. Attorneys Brittany M. Gunter and Christina McCall. Their efforts ensured that Espinosa was held accountable for his crimes. The collaboration between these agencies highlights the importance of interagency cooperation in combating online child exploitation. This case is part of a larger nationwide initiative known as Project Safe Childhood. Project Safe Childhood was launched in May 2006. It is a Department of Justice initiative. The primary goal of Project Safe Childhood is to combat child sexual exploitation and abuse. The initiative places a significant emphasis on online exploitation. It aims to identify, apprehend, and prosecute individuals who engage in these heinous crimes. Furthermore, Project Safe Childhood is dedicated to identifying and rescuing victims of child sexual exploitation. The initiative represents a comprehensive approach to addressing this pervasive issue. It combines law enforcement efforts with victim support services. The successful prosecution of Paul Joseph Espinosa demonstrates the effectiveness of Project Safe Childhood. It serves as a warning to others who may seek to exploit children online. Law enforcement remains vigilant in its efforts to protect vulnerable individuals. The Internet, while a powerful tool for communication and information, can also be a dangerous environment for children. Predators often use online platforms to groom and exploit their victims. Parents, educators, and law enforcement must work together to educate children about online safety. It is crucial to teach children how to recognize and avoid potential dangers online. This includes being cautious about sharing personal information with strangers. It also involves understanding the risks of meeting someone in person who they have only met online. Parents should actively monitor their children's online activity. This can help them identify potential problems early on. There are also various software programs available that can help parents monitor and filter their children's internet access. Law enforcement agencies are constantly developing new strategies to combat online child exploitation. This includes using advanced technology to track and identify offenders. It also involves working with social media companies to remove harmful content and accounts. The fight against online child exploitation is an ongoing battle. It requires a sustained effort from all members of society. By working together, we can create a safer online environment for children. The sentencing of Paul Joseph Espinosa sends a clear message. Those who attempt to exploit children online will be held accountable for their actions. The consequences for these crimes are severe. This case serves as a reminder of the importance of reporting any suspected instances of online child exploitation. If you see something, say something. Your actions could help protect a child from harm. There are numerous resources available for victims of child sexual exploitation and their families. These resources can provide support, counseling, and legal assistance. If you or someone you know needs help, please reach out. The Department of Justice is committed to protecting children from online exploitation. Project Safe Childhood is just one example of this commitment. The department will continue to work with its partners to combat these crimes. The internet is a global platform, and online child exploitation is a global problem. International cooperation is essential to effectively address this issue. Law enforcement agencies around the world must work together to share information and coordinate investigations. Technology is constantly evolving, and so are the tactics used by online predators. Law enforcement must stay ahead of the curve by developing new tools and strategies to combat these crimes. This requires ongoing training and investment in technology. Education is a key component of preventing online child exploitation. Children need to be educated about the risks of online predators. Parents need to be educated about how to protect their children online. The media also plays a role in raising awareness about online child exploitation. By reporting on these cases, the media can help educate the public about the dangers that exist online. It is important to report on these cases responsibly and avoid sensationalizing the issue. The fight against online child exploitation is a moral imperative. We have a responsibility to protect our children from harm. By working together, we can create a safer online environment for all. The sentencing of Paul Joseph Espinosa is a victory for justice. It sends a message that online child exploitation will not be tolerated. It also provides some measure of closure for the victim in this case. However, the fight is far from over. We must remain vigilant in our efforts to protect children from online exploitation. We must continue to support law enforcement and victim support organizations. We must also continue to educate ourselves and our children about the risks of online predators. By working together, we can create a safer online environment for all. The safety and well-being of our children depend on it. The case of Paul Joseph Espinosa is a stark reminder of the dangers that lurk online. It's a call to action for all of us to do our part to protect children from exploitation. Let us work together to create a world where all children can thrive, both online and offline.